Good morning, students. So today we are starting our next video lecture of heat chapter, and today we will be discussing next method of heat transfer. The name is convection. So convection is it's a method of heat transfer in liquids and in gases. Means by this method heat transfer take place in liquid and gases. So the main principle of this is when the hot particles, they are light in weight and they rise up. Cold particles, they are heavy and they settle down and they try to settle down. So hot particles, they try to move away from the source of heat, and cold particles will move toward the source of heat. So a cycle will start, or the motion of particles will start in a particular direction. The motion of particles, hot particles going up, cold particles coming down. So motion of particles starts in a particular direction. So this is known as convection current. This is convection current. Okay. How you can prove experimentally the convection take place? Take a beaker, fill it with water. Its activity 4.7. Drop a crystal of potassium permanganate. Now heat the beaker. You will see the color will start rising upward, then it will spread out and again start moving downward after some time. Like this you will observe the convection currents, the movement of particles, first going upward then coming downward. This is a kind of convection currents you would observe when you heat a potassium permanganate in a beaker that is full of water. So what is like that? The particle near the bottom of beaker will absorb the heat. It will become hot particle. It will rise up and it will transfer, and it will lose its energy when it goes to a higher height. It will lose its energy and again comes down as a fresh particle. So this is a kind of convection current that is taking place, which is the mainly responsible for convection. So next topic is how convection is observed in our daily life. Convection in our daily life, where we are observing the convection. So in a refrigerator there is a cooling section that is lying upward. So the hot particles at the bottom of refrigerator, they will rise up and they will get cool, and cool particles, they are heavy in weight. Cold particles, they are heavy in weight and they will travel to the bottom of the refrigerator. After some time whole of the refrigerator will get cool. Hot particle rising up, becoming cool. Cool particles heavy in weight and they are coming to the lower surface of the refrigerator. Whole of the refrigerator is going to get cool. Question number second is, here suppose this is room and it is the floor of a room, and room heater is placed on its floor. The hot particles that are coming out of that are near the heater, they are lying at the floor of the room. These hot particles are light in weight. They will rise upward. They will lose energy when they reach the height, and they will again return as a fresh molecule. As a result of it, whole of the room will get heated up. So this is the working principle of room heater. Hot particles at the floor, they rise up. At the upward height, they will lose energy and they will return to the bottom as a fresh molecule. And third thing you are observing daily, suppose this is wall of your room, and here the split AC is there. Suppose the particles, the cold particles released by the split AC, they are heavy in weight, they will move downward, and the hot particles near the floor of the room, they will rise upward and get cool when they reach the higher height. So in this process, whole of the room will get cool after some time, and this is really happening, you know. This is also due to convection currents. The cooling of room is taking place due to convection currents. The heating of room is also taking place due to convection currents. Suppose this, you know, this is the structure of Earth. This is equator, and here it is poles. The equators, they receive a large amount of heat energy, so the particles at the equator, they are hot particles, and the particles at the pole, they are the cold particles. The hot particles at the equator will rise toward the poles, and the cold particles from the pole air, they travel toward the equator. So a kind of convection current will set up. This is responsible for the flowing of winds over the oceans or over the continents. Flowing of winds is also possible. Flowing of winds is possible due to convection currents. So as I have already told you, the air at the equator is hot. The air particles at the equator are hot, and the air particles at the pole, they are cool. So the hot air particles, they are light in weight, they will rise upward, and the cool air particles at the pole, they will move toward the equator. A kind of convection current will set up, and this is mainly responsible for the flowing of winds. Okay. Question number 5th. Suppose now we are talking about the coastal areas, the areas which are near to sea. Suppose here is sea and here it is land. During daytime, the land is more hot as compared to sea. This is cool. So the hot air particles on the land, they will rise up. A free space gets created, and the cool air particles near the sea, they will travel toward the land. So you can say this is a sea breeze. It's a sea breeze, the wind flowing from sea to land. So this is a sea breeze concept. During daytime, the particles at the land, the air particles are very hot, and the particles near the sea, they are very cool. All the hot particles of the land surface, they will rise upward. A free space is being created up, and the cold air particles of the sea, they will start traveling toward the land. So this is a kind of sea breeze. But during night, the opposite happens. The land is cool and the sea is hot. The hot air particles above the sea, they will rise upward. Free space gets created, so the cool air particles from the land side, they start flowing toward the sea side. So this is a kind of land breeze. So we have read about this convection concept is there. Mainly heat transfer in liquid and gases. Principle is hot air particles light in weight, cold air particle heavy in weight. A kind of convection current will set up. So cooling of room is possible due to these convection currents. Heating of room is possible due to this convection. So flowing of winds over the ocean and continent is possible due to convection. Sea breeze is possible due to this convection, and land breeze is possible due to this convection. Thank you and have a nice day.